Alright, so we're at a different launch site today than we normally are, because my normal launch site has kids playing soccer in it. Well, one of my normal launch sites. So, since our last flight, when we had some issues with the surging and whatever of the motor, I've completely rebuilt the carburetor. We have, I checked the spark plug, cleaned it, but it was actually in really good shape. And I also put a new exhaust bushing kit on. So, there was a little bit of decent wind when I got here. Of course, that's died out, like it always does, but while the motor warms up, we'll just try to outstretch this a little bit more. Put it back into its proper shape. So, although this site is dirt, this is closer to concrete than it is normal dirt. Or we'll remove an obstacle here. Yeah, this stuff is rock hard. So, I'm not sure. Not sure. Hopefully I don't take a butt landing or anything like that. Like I said, it's pretty hard. So a butt landing would probably be pretty painful. But we're going to have positive thoughts. And we're going to have a nice, sweet landing. That's our goal here. So, of course, like usual, our wind dies out when we go to launch. Oh, we actually got a little bit. Let's see what we got. Woo! Having more issues getting into my seat than normal. There we go. Whew. So, it looks pretty hazy out here, but we've actually got a lot of Saharan dust in the air. And that's what is causing all this haze. So, my theory quiet that down a little bit. My theory was that the Saharan dust would kind of slow down the thermal because the sun isn't able to penetrate quite as well down to the ground. So far, granted, I'm just staying over this big dirt field, but it does feel relatively smooth. there definitely is some turbulence, but I think that's from the wind and not from thermal. So, some of you might have noticed that I have a foot cam, so we're going to see if we can get that started. This is an old school GoPro Hero 3. And if I do decide to regularly fly with it, maybe I can change my setup with my audio to go through that GoPro. But it feels like my seat has somehow adjusted itself, and I'm kind of like sliding forward on it. I don't know. See if I can do some. Well, it's good enough. If I scoot my butt all the way back and lean back. So, since we had a little bit of wind, we went for a fully trimmed in takeoff. A launch. Wow, there's a lot of trails through that field. You obviously can't see any of that kind of stuff from the ground. But there you go. You can kind of see right out there on the right side of that road, the little green field just beyond the school there is one of my normal launch sites. So, we're not too far from there. Honestly, this field up here looks like it would be pretty much the best field in this little area to launch from, but the grass is really long and like bushy. So I thought about bringing my lawnmower out there. It's part of this development here. So I don't know. I mean, obviously they're not building anywhere near there yet. They're actually not really building anywhere over here right now, but maybe I could do a little mowing and get that launchable. But I think I still need to do some carburetor tuning. Maybe I'm a little lean on the low jet, because when I go full throttle or over half throttle, I get the high jet to kick in and the motor feels good. But when I'm lower on the throttle, not as smooth. So, one of the other things that I wanted to try today were my tip steering lines. I've never used my tip steering before. So, we're going to try a little bit of tip steering. Whew. That feels a lot more responsive than my brakes. Woo. That's good fun right there. definitely significantly more responsive. See if we just slowly bring the motor back to idle. That way it's a little quieter, a little more peaceful. So we're gonna weight shift and go right. We're gonna slowly come out of that. Oh yeah, that was cool. Now we're gonna weight shift left. Oh yeah, that dives in really fast. That's certainly a lot more responsive than the brakes. Trying to be smooth and not not give it too much, but that's definitely a lot more aggressive with my turns than I've ever been. They're a lot more banked. It's pretty cool. Let's do one like a 270 to the left. It's pretty cool. Now I want to go back. Let's see. There we go, that magnet. I want to go back to the brakes. Come on. There we go. And I want to feel the brakes with a similar pull. Yeah, I mean the brakes definitely are like responsive, but it's a lot flatter. So you don't bank into your corners nearly as much. It's a lot more of a flatter turn. And obviously, your tip steering is essentially just turning you, whereas the brakes are actually slowing you down simultaneously. So you can definitely feel a difference. And I know a lot of people tie their brakes in with their tip steering lines to get 2D steering, but I'm not 100% sure if it's necessary or if you could just essentially loop your hands through the brake toggles and then grab onto the tip steering. But I definitely don't think that I'm ready for some 2D steering yet. This feels pretty good. You definitely get a lot. It is breezy up here, but it's not super windy. But I definitely get a lot more like a G pull into the corner when I go from upwind to downwind. So we're going downwind now, and woo! That feels super cool. So, also smells like smoke. Someone has a fire going on somewhere. So I think I'm going to climb back up a little bit more, get a little more altitude, and then we'll do a little more cruising around, some more turns, feel it out. see if I can pay a little more attention to the position of my foot cam just to make sure that it's actually capturing what I want it to and not just, my butt or something else. Just so I feel that rush of energy. And also, I want to try going downwind and adding a little throttle as I turn. I think it would add a little more, like, kind of G-force to it. So let's try that. Definitely a lot, not a lot more, but some more energy. I didn't add a lot of throttle. I'm still kind of feeling out the, feeling out the energy management of the wing, and not trying not to overdo it. So, granted, the sun is still relatively high in the sky, but I definitely think that the Saharan dust that's over our area has diminished the thermals significantly. I would say this is probably the smoothest flight I've ever had, so that's good. But I think we might bring ourselves in for a landing here. Obviously, we have a decent amount of wind speed, not a lot, but we're going to see how far we glide. Definitely think we need to extend a little bit. And this field doesn't look bad as a takeoff area, but there's a lot more bushy stuff in there than it looks like there is. So, feels pretty good. Out of our seat. I think I am going to actually go around. That dirt does look unforgiving. I know there are rocks and stuff throughout it, and I just want to be, I probably should have walked further along the field to see how it looked further along, but I don't want to land on a giant rock, so I kind of want to do a little bit of an inspection pass. So we're going to get out of our seat again. Also, I had to make a correction there because it was kind of blowing me towards the truck. You can see the wind is kind of shifted a little bit. So, I think we'll be alright here. Oh, I got no kill switch. No kill switch. Oh boy. Oh boy. That was less than ideal. Luckily we saved that, but holy smokes. I don't know what happened to my kill switch, but that's a problem. I do not have a clutch, so my getting gusty right here too. My prop will be spinning when I land, which I don't love the idea of that with no kill switch. Man, oh man. What will be next? I did not expect that. Yeah, I got nothing. No kill switch. Crap. Okay, well, we've got kind of like an oscillation going here, and I don't love it. But we're going to try. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to let that go ahead of me, because I don't want it anywhere near this damn prop. Sorry, Wing, but look at that. I got nothing. Okay, well. We've had far too many emergency situations with this frickin' paramotor. Like, and I don't want to get my hands anywhere near that propeller. But we're going to have to set her down gently. Definitely don't hit the throttle. The most difficult part of this is the fact that it's super hard to get this spark plug boot off. It's really not an easy thing, but the spark plug boot is super tight. See if I can just pinch the fuel line. Nope, that doesn't seem to be working. Well, that is the pit. Okay, well, see what we can do here. This is a situation. I don't know. Maybe we can pull it off of that side easier than this side. I don't know. Let's see. There we go. That worked. Okay, cool. Oh my God, man. What is going on? Why do we keep having stuff like this happen to us? That would probably be why right there. And I know for a fact that that was not like that when we took off. Boy, alright, well, added to the pre-flight checklist will be red wire. Give it a tug. But I don't know. I don't know if that is like a removable. I mean, I imagine the spark plug wire boot on that side of the ignition coil is removable, but if not, I just broke that. But that's okay. At least we got on the ground with everything intact and no real damage. Certainly was not the ideal situation, but that's how it goes sometimes. I was worryingly low when I went for that abort landing, and I really had a lot of indecisiveness about what I should do in that particular situation. And if I would have waited a split second longer to go full throttle, that could have gone quite badly. But the fact is, man, this thing's a mess. The fact is that if you're not comfortable making your landing, you should do a go-around. I mean, I know that it's not ideal. Holy smokes. Alright, I'd like to just get this wing out of the dirt here. I don't know. This is not the ideal place to be doing this. It's like a giant log underneath my wing. God. Okay, that's fun. So, this is almost going to become a series of how many problems can my used paramotor possibly have? The answer so far is yes. Because my God, we have been problem-ridden. But at the end of the day, like I said, we had ourselves a successful launch, a nice little flight, and a safe landing with no injuries. So, oh my goodness, what is going on here? So I'm happy with that. So, we'll fix that, and we will be back for some more flights, some more advice, some more videos. And I hope you guys enjoy and follow me on this journey of learning how to be a real paramotor pilot. I mean, obviously we're currently a paramotor pilot, but you know, we're just building our skills and our experience. We're getting better every day. We're learning with every flight. So that's a good thing. Thank you guys.